I, I've got sorry silk bits and bobs all over my bed now. Oh my gosh. Look at the sparkle. Can you even see the sparkle? All right. So my package from Allie, I'll put her YouTube channel here. It arrived. This is the collaboration. So these are the bats that she made for me on her baby brother drum carter. And I've taken a peek in the bag, but I haven't opened this. Oh my gosh. Look at the sparkle. Can you even see the sparkle? Yeah, you can. It's all over the place. Oh my gosh. Look, there's lock. Is that locks? Oh no, that's sorry silk. Okay. We've got sorry silk and just about every color. This is unicorns. This is unicorns and butterflies and fairies. This makes me think of Barbie Fairytopia, which is one of, I know I'm 40 years old and it's one of my favorite videos series. Barbietopia, Fairytopia. That's what this makes me think of, or the Barbie in a Mermaid Tale. I'm such a kid. They're so pretty. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I can't. Let me turn the flash on. There we go. Now you can see all the sparkle. So yeah, my Fairytopia bats here. I'm going to core spin them to this thick mohair, and I'm going to coil apply, and I'm going to braid them into my hair. I've got sorry silk bits and bobs all over my bed now. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Like, Allie, you did a great job. Oh my gosh. You couldn't have possibly known. I love those Fairytopia movies so much, and I can't find them anywhere. Like, they're not on Disney, they're not on Hulu, they're not on Netflix. It's driving me nuts because I want to watch them again. And they're not at the library, so I can't borrow them. Look, there's Purple Sparkle right there. Ugh. Oh, it's great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot wait to spin this up. And yeah, it's definitely going to be hair decorations because that's what this deserves to be. So for the spinning, it was a pretty straightforward core spin. Nothing fancy, nothing spectacular. I didn't care if the core showed through in places because there's so much color and texture in these bats. Anyway, the dark, colorful core just adds more to it. It doesn't take away, it doesn't, and besides, when you super coil plying, it kind of hides those discrepancies anyway. So I didn't worry about perfect coverage on the core spin, which made this a lot of fun. I wasn't stressing over it. Had a little bit of trouble with the drafting. Merino does not like to draft well, in my opinion, when it is commercial comb top. There's a lot of comb tops that do this, and I think it's just that it gets compressed when it's in top form, and that makes it a little difficult. to manage, to, you know, to draft smoothly and evenly. There's a lot of different things you can do with merino to make it easier to manage. What I did with these bats was strip thinner strips off the bat to make it easier to manage, and that helped with color management as well. There's just so much color packed into these bats, and I did not want it to turn into mud. So I wanted each color to have its moment of pride, and show off. And that was important. I wanted to showcase every single color and every single texture and all the sparkle. And so I had to manipulate the fiber a bit to get the color I wanted on the outside of the wrap where it would show to show. And when you are core spinning, the fiber that's at the top of your core, closest to the wheel and farthest from your body, is what's going to show in the yarn. So I did a little bit of manipulation with that, and it just, every strip of fiber I took off the bat just seemed like unicorn hair or something. It was just so amazing. And here, there's wool neps. Now, I've never really spun with wool neps before, and you can see them flying off the yarn while I'm spinning. It's just so hilarious. I sat here and giggled my way through this part because they were just going everywhere. And instead of trying to capture those, I just let them do their thing. And when I was flying, they continued to fly everywhere. And I just treated them like they weren't even there. I didn't stress over them. I didn't think, ooh, I have to keep these. It was, if they wanted to fall out, they could fall out. If they wanted to stay in, they could stay in. It was all part of the experience. But that was probably the most hilarious point of this whole spin, was that one little moment. And actually, I had to just stop the camera, stop my spinning, and sit there and giggle because it was so funny to watch them go flying off. And then when I was trying to edit the footage, I got to giggling so hard that I had to take a break because I couldn't. I had to rewatch that section about 100 times and just sit there and giggle. Anyway, I'm loving the pieback test that I did here, which wasn't intentional. I just needed to, I got to the end of the bat and needed to do the next one, and it plied back on itself. So pretty. I am putting more twist in this than I normally would because I know I'm going to bubble ply, and that's going to give opposite twist a lot of it. And I wanted the final yarn to be fairly balanced, so I thought maybe extra twist in the single would work. And I didn't put quite enough twist. Let's put it that way. I needed more, but it all worked out in the end. And I am still learning how to do the core spun, bubble plied, super coiled, whatever you want to call it. I think it's super coiled. I keep calling it bubble plied, but it's super coils. So while I spin up the second bat, I'm going to let you listen to some music, and then we'll be back to talk about plying. Well, that didn't take very long. So here we are with the plying. I'm going nice and slow, trying to get a feel for it because it's been a very long time since I did this. And I don't use the spinny cube very often. So I'm kind of getting reacquainted with the cube and relearning how to ply like this. And I actually love using the cube because I can really set the take up strong with it. And I mean, it's just like, I don't even have to work. The wheel does it all for me. I don't even have to push my coils up. They're just going right next to each other with the way I'm holding it and the way I'm slowly dragging my finger back. You're going to see some good close-ups like this one. And this was real speed. I didn't speed this up. I didn't slow it down. This is how it's going. There were a few places where I felt like my single was losing twist, and so I would try to add some twist to it as I was going, which is why I believe I didn't put enough twist in the single to begin with. But then twist loves skinny spots, so the thinner areas were really twisted and the thicker areas were less twisted. That's just the nature of yarn. But I'm loving how it turned out. I'm loving how how well defined the coils are. And when I was all finished, I steamed it thoroughly. There's some of those wool naps flying off. They're mostly just like dropping off at this point. I wasn't spinning very fast. And I'm loving that purple right there. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this was the whole spin. I did run out of my core thread for this and had to add more, but that was fine. And it's mostly invisible because of the color. It just kind of blends into everything else. So end result is gorgeous yarn I got to wear in my hair and as a bracelet, necklace. I've been having a lot of fun with this. I don't know what I'm going to do with the majority of it, but man, those colors are just so pretty. Loving the pops of dark and the pops of bright and the pops of, okay, I'm loving all of it. It's just, I mean, look at that. It's so pretty. You guys don't want to hear me go on and on for 20 minutes on this, do you? Okay, so at this point, we're all super well aware that I am in love with this fiber, with this yarn, and Allie, you did a fantastic, amazing job. Thank you so, so, so much for being a part of this collab, for making bats for me. They are perfection. And if you guys aren't watching Allie's YouTube channel, you should definitely go check her out. She has some super adorable videos. Allie is one of the sweetest women on the planet, and she's so much fun. I love her videos. I love what she's making and doing. She is very, very new to fiber arts and sharing her beginner journey with us all, and I think that is absolutely fantastic. I have said before, and I will say a million times in the future, that beginners are the best teachers for beginners, because beginners that are learning how to do something understand the learning process, while advanced spinners, crafters, just kind of forget how to do the basic or how to communicate the basics. And so I think Allie has something very unique and special to bring to the table for especially new spinners, but anybody new to the fiber arts. And even as a more advanced spinner, I get a new and clear perspective from Allie that I would not have from myself or other experienced spinners. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope you will go subscribe to Allie and enjoy her channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.